Picking the best wok comes down to one thing most listings gloss over: the material. Carbon steel needs seasoning, but builds a natural non-stick patina, while stainless is easier to maintain, but sticks more without enough oil. Let's break down which of these fits your stove and your patience. Let's make it clear. Starting off at number 5, we kick things off with a wok that takes carbon steel seriously. The YOSUKATA 13.5-inch flat-bottom wok. Here's what pulls me in. Carbon steel heats fast and recovers fast, and that's the whole game for stir-fry. You crank the heat, toss your veggies, and the pan bounces back instead of stalling. That quick temperature recovery is what gets you closer to real Wok Hei at home, the smoky char you usually only taste at a restaurant. The flat bottom matters more than people realize. It sits flush on your burner, so it works on gas, electric, and induction, without a wok ring propping it up. If your kitchen runs induction, that contact is exactly what you want. It comes pre-seasoned at high heat, so you get a head start out of the box. But I won't oversell that. This is carbon steel, so you still have to build the patina yourself over time. Season it, cook with it, oil it lightly after washing. Treat it like cast iron, and it rewards you. And here's what Marcus says. I switched from a flimsy, cheap wok, and the difference is night and day. Once I seasoned it properly, the food slides right off and the searing is fantastic. I'm never buying a cheap one again. That tracks with the general pattern. The people happiest here are the ones moving up from thin, flimsy pans who finally feel a solid tool in their hand. Now the trade-off is honest and simple. This isn't dishwasher and forget cookware. You hand wash it, skip the soap, and keep it dry so it doesn't rust. And steer clear of acidic stuff like tomatoes or vinegar because that eats into the patina you work to build. So if you enjoy the hands-on side of cooking, this fits right in. It's built for someone who wants performance and doesn't mind a little upkeep for it. The link is in the description. At number 4, we've got something completely different. The Nuwave Mosaic Induction Wok Set. This isn't just a pan, it's a whole induction system built around a 14-inch carbon steel wok. Here's the problem it solves. If you live in an apartment with no gas or a tiny kitchen, getting real wok heat indoors is rough. Electric coils stall, and you never get that char. This unit goes right at that. It pumps intense heat with no open flame, so you can chase Wok Hei without a roaring burner. What stands out for me is the temperature control. You can dial it from 100 to 575 degrees in 5-degree steps. That kind of precision matters when you're searing beef 1 minute and simmering a sauce the next. No guessing, no starting over. You adjust as you cook. And the wok itself is proper carbon steel, the same material serious cooks swear by. Season it, treat it right, and it builds that natural non-stick patina over time. Now, a couple of things you should know before you commit. This is a single-purpose setup. The wok is round-bottomed and matched to the base, so you can't just drop a flat skillet on there. It's a dedicated wok station, not a general cooktop. It's also bulky, so in a cramped kitchen, counter and storage space is a real consideration. Several buyers agree the fan is a little noticeable while it runs. Not a deal breaker, but you'll hear it. And the carbon steel needs the same care as any uncoated wok. Dry it, oil it lightly, don't leave it wet. Skip that and you'll see light rust. If you want zero-maintenance non-stick, that's the trade-off here. You gain authentic high-heat performance, but you take on the upkeep. So this fits the home cook who's serious about stir-fry and can't or won't install gas. For that person, it's a genuinely smart pick. You'll find the link in the description. Moving to number 3. This one goes straight at the biggest fear people have with carbon steel: rust. The SUMEIGUAN 13.5-inch wok. Here's the angle. Regular carbon steel rusts the second you leave it wet. SUMEIGUAN treats the steel with a nitrating process, which hardens the surface against rust and scratches. So you still get the fast heat response carbon steel is known for, but with way less anxiety about babying it after every wash. It comes pre-seasoned too, so it's ready to cook out of the box. You'll still build the patina over time, that's just how carbon steel works. But you're starting ahead instead of from zero. The flat base is 6.7 inches wide. That's a lot of contact for your burner, so it sits flush on gas, electric, and induction without a ring. If you cook on induction, that wide flat bottom is exactly what you want for even heating and no hot spots. And if these comparisons are helping you sort through the options, subscribing really supports the channel and helps us keep making them. Now the weight. At about 3.7 pounds, it's light for a wok this size. And that's the part people underestimate, because real stir-fry is about tossing. A heavy pan wears your wrist out halfway through dinner. This one you can actually flip. It also comes as a set, with a glass lid and a long stainless spatula. So between steaming, deep frying, and stir-fry, one pan covers most of your stovetop. The trade-off is honest. The nitrating fights rust. but this is still carbon steel, not coated nonstick. You hand wash it, dry it, and keep it lightly oiled. Skip that routine, and even treated steel won't stay perfect forever. For a home cook who wants carbon steel performance without the constant maintenance worry, this is a smart middle ground. The link is in the description. Number 2 on the list is one where the brand name actually carries some weight: the Babish 14-inch carbon steel wok. Here's what pulls it up this high for me. It's heavy-gauge steel, around 2 millimeters thick, and just under 4 pounds. That heft is the reason it holds heat instead of stalling the second cold veggies hit the pan. Thin woks dump temperature fast. This one keeps its composure, so your stir-fry sears instead of steaming in its own water. The flat bottom is 6 inches wide, which means solid contact on whatever you cook on: gas, electric, ceramic, induction. No wok ring, no balancing act. If you've been fighting a round bottom wok on a flat burner, this fixes that headache on day 1. And here's a detail I like. The handles are riveted wood, so they stay cool while the steel is screaming hot. Small thing, but you feel it every time you grab the pan mid-toss. Check out what Marcus wrote. "Once I seasoned it right, this thing browns food like a wok, costing way more. It feels solid and heavy in the hand. You do have to dry it and oil it after every wash, but that part doesn't bother me at all. That lines up with what most owners land on. Season it properly, treat it like cast iron, and it builds a real patina that releases food clean." Now, the weight cuts both ways. The same heft that gives you steady heat can tire your wrist on a long cooking session. If you're flipping big batches one-handed, you'll notice it. For everyday stir-fries, fried rice, and noodles for 2 to 4 people, it's right in the sweet spot. And it's still bare carbon steel, so you hand wash it, skip the soap, dry it fully, and give it a light coat of oil. Do that and it lasts for years. For a home cook who wants a real wok without overpaying, this is a genuinely smart buy. The link is in the description. Before we reveal our number 1, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. Taking the top spot, and it goes in a completely different direction from everything else on this list: the All-Clad D3 14-inch stainless wok. Every other pick here was carbon steel. This one throws that whole conversation out. It's tri-ply stainless, an aluminum core bonded between 2 layers of steel, and that's the reason it heats so evenly across the flat bottom. No hot spots, no warping. You're not chasing seasoning. You're not babying it against rust. For someone who hates the upkeep side of carbon steel, that alone is the pitch. The flat base makes solid contact on gas, electric, and induction, so heat distribution stays steady no matter your range. And because it's built like the rest of the D3 line, it goes from stovetop straight into the oven. That turns it into more than a wok. Think big family stir-fries, fried rice, pasta tosses, shallow frying, all in one pan. Now I won't pretend it cooks like a thin carbon steel wok. It doesn't. The mass here is real, so you won't get that screaming, smoky Wok Hei off a home burner. What you trade for is stability and a pan that'll outlive most of your kitchen. What comes up again and again from owners is the build. People describe it as bomb-proof, heating dead even on induction, the kind of thing you buy once. And here's what Karen says. This is basically a giant D3 pan with wok sides, and it's perfect for big sauté dinners. It feels like it'll last forever and heats so evenly. I stopped reaching for anything else for family meals. The honest catch is the weight. This is heavy, more deep sauté pan than toss-in-the-air wok. If you love flipping food one-handed, you'll feel it. Stir with a spatula instead, and it's a non-issue. Stuff can stick too if your heat and oil aren't dialed in. Same as any stainless. Preheat it properly, and that fades. Straight up, this is for the cook who wants durability and zero seasoning over a rock-bottom price. The link is in the description. You can now tell what holds up from what falls short. If you're upgrading on a budget, number 2 gives you real carbon steel performance without overpaying. If you want carbon steel without the constant rust worry, number 3 is the smart middle ground. And if you'd rather skip seasoning entirely for something that lasts decades, number 1 is your pick. Amazon prices go up and down. Check them in the links in the description.